So, yeah, they're banging in the pool. There's a fucking orgy going on in the pool. Gotta clean the pool.
Yeah. If the movie has any redeeming quality whatsoever, it's his fucking role. Crapulé.
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 This whole story is crapulé.
Hello, shoppers, and welcome to another episode of What the Suck. My name is James, and always, bleh, I never
Try
get
again.
that right.
Try again. Try again.
No, I'm gonna keep going. I'll leave that stupid shit in there.
Anyway,
with me
this is
always is my good buddy Chris. How you doing, brother?
Doing well, man. Doing well. I'm loving the movies we've been watching so far. I can't wait to see what else we got coming up.
Lord help us. All right, my friend. Well, today we are going to be doing 2017's Countrycide, spelled with a C-I-D-E.
Yeah, it's like
As in
like
death.
pesticides.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a stupid ass movie. About 1 minute. It's about
About one minute.
I wish it was. It's an hour and 9 minutes. That's not very long. It's directed by Brett Kelly, written by Brett Kelly.
Oh,
God, man, that's 4 in a row.
4 in a row, dude.
4 in a row, directed and written by. What the hell's wrong with
We are in
us?
some trouble, dude.
I don't know. Starring Robin Hodge, who's actually kind of cute,
Yeah, she is.
Joel Elliott, and Peter Whitaker, and a host of other fucks
That's right.
that I don't care to really list right now.
No need to. No need to.
Nope, not much to it, man. So I'm not going to waste my time. This, good old hillbilly folk, what do you say we just dive right into this son of a bitch?
I'll say that. I also say that if you're curious about how we rate things, go listen to Don't Fuck in the Woods, number 8.
Number 8.
And you'll find out there.
Yep.
Otherwise, let's get to the review.
Indeed.
What can I do for you folks?
We were just thinking about finding a place to camp.
We don't get a lot of people through here, so it's not as well maintained as some of the more touristy spots you might find on the trip.
Yeehaw! That's country for you.
That's right.
All right, my friends. Well, first of all, I'm going to say right off the bat, I hate any movie that starts off with a beginning scene and then says, 2 days ago.
I hate that.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I never like that. I would say just start it the way you start it and
That's
let
right.
it go.
Exactly.
Because I get pissed off. It's boring. It's stupid. It's ignorant.
It's cliche.
It is, very much so. So here we go. More camping.
Yep.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
They're driving. I believe they're going to her sister's wedding. The character's name is Abby and Mikey. Mikey. And they are on their way to the sister's wedding. She actually talked him into going. Apparently has a lady heart-on for him that we don't know about. Until,
Yeah, till later. Again, till later.
Yep. Now, what's sad is here, it doesn't last very long.
No. Nope, it doesn't.
So they go and they're on their way, and they drop by this ranger station because they're just wiped out because she won't drive. She's too fucking scared to drive or just doesn't like it, and pulls off. They go to this ranger station. You're sitting there going, this broke down old building, this can't be legit. But he comes out. He says, hey, you can go down there. You're the only ones here. And they're like, you going to charge us?
That's a
And he's
good
like,
sign.
Yeah, we're the only ones here. That's right there is doom.
Yeah.
And then tells them, well, we're not going to charge you. I'm sitting there going, yeah, because you don't want a record of anybody being here. So
Exactly.
you can go chop them up or whatever.
That's right.
Because I'm already expecting the worst. But anyway, this dude, he sends them down there, and that's it. He doesn't do anything. It's like, holy shit, he's a real ranger.
Yeah.
He's a real ranger.
It's a
Holy
real
crap.
ranger. Holy shit.
Yep. So they get there, they set up their camp. And what's funny is they go, but they don't take any food with them. They take the tent,
Yeah.
but they don't take their chairs and they don't take their food. And first of all, why? Because they wanted to go, quote unquote, hiking, and they didn't want to carry all the shit around with them. And I'm sitting here thinking I would have camped closer to the car anyway.
Yes, amen to that.
They walk way too fucking far in the woods. So they get back there. They put up the tent. She's sitting there with her sleeping bag. Gets into the nighttime. They got a good fire rolling. And Mike says, I got to go piss. But does Mike come back?
And that's the end of Mike for a while. He's gone.
He is gone like motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, he is out.
Well, because she falls asleep and she wakes up in the morning, he's not back.
She wakes up in the morning, he's laying. I was like, holy shit, right there alone would have freaked me out.
She didn't even go in the tent. She fell asleep on the ground. I'm like,
in the ground.
You don't fall asleep on the ground.
That's wolf bait.
That's
bitch.
right. That's snake bait, buddy.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, Abby gets up and starts to starts to walk, and stupidity goes, what I say? Oh, I said, okay, here we go. Abby gets up and, starts to walk and stupidly goes off the path. You never fucking do that when you're in a new area. Of course, this is a horror movie. You can't expect intelligence. It doesn't fit.
Or common sense.
Yeah, exactly. So she strays off the path and gets lost and, like a fucking dumbass, walks head on into a fucking trap. I mean, old school trap, too.
Yep.
Now, when I was looking at the trap, it didn't look like a real one. It was definitely a prop.
It was like paper mache or something.
But, yeah, you couldn't push. They all, I'm sorry. I always have to ruin shit like this. But when the trap, it has a lever that you push down on it, which releases it.
Right.
She could have pushed down on this little lever. It's real easy. It releases the trap. But no. She stays trapped like a fucking animal.
She was pretty incompetent from the beginning. So.
Oh, God. Stupid.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, all we need to know at this point for the next, 20 minutes or so, it's just scene after scene of her trying to crawl away, trying to find Mike.
It's the first thing that happened in 30 minutes into a 68-minute movie. This was 30 minutes in before this happened. The rest of it was nothing but bullshit talking, walking and talking. This movie literally could have been 40 minutes long.
Easily. Yeah, so it's just her just trying to, crawl away, get the trap off, passing out again. She passes out like 6 times in this movie and then wakes up again.
Yep.
So that's all it is for the next 20 or 30 minutes until she runs into who I like to refer to as inbred versions of Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Yep. And what was funny, though, I think she thought the movie was so boring and her dialogue sucked so bad that she decided, I'm going to eat some wild-ass fucking mushrooms off a log.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
She was starving.
That's right.
She ate the damn mushrooms and instantly just yacked. Because I'm sitting there going, some of those are poisonous, bitch.
I also want to point out, up to this point, so Mike gets killed off screen, or gets taken off screen, right?
Yep.
When she hits the trap, we don't get a close-up shot of her hitting the trap.
No, we do not.
We get a close-up shot of her face in pain.
We hear clack.
Yep. And then, not only that, but we do not see her foot in the trap for 25 minutes.
I know, it's ridiculous. And then when we finally do, she's trying to open it. Remember, she tries to open it, and she's got these huge gashes in her leg, and she's pushing. You're like, okay, you're gonna get it. And she loses her grip, and crack, it smacks down. She's like,
yep. Ah! Now, I also want to point out that before she eats the mushrooms, she at one point she puts a tourniquet on her leg.
Yeah.
And then she vomits behind a tree. Look at that. Look at that shot. If you watch it again, look at that shot. Okay. When she vomits behind a tree and it cuts back to her in front of her, the trap is no longer on her leg.
Damn.
You can see her leg quite clearly. There's no trap on
Is it wrapped in the blood napkin?
Nope. There's
nothing.
No trap. Then the next scene after that, it's back. So
damn.
Anyway, just want to point that out.
That's like the Major Payne plate scene.
I think so. When
he eats the whole plate, when they film at one angle, his plate is full. When they film at the other, it's empty.
Yeah, it's continuity error. Yeah.
They fucked it up. Okay, we'll just go with that.
Continue on, sir.
And then I put in here, as you said, cue the backwards ass rednecks. But they show up, and you think, hey, they're not bad. Because what happens is she is delirious, probably from eating the fucking mushrooms, and has like a dream or a hallucination of Mike sitting there next to her. She's got a fire built. I mean, she's managed to build a fire and shit, and she's sitting there. And then this part was actually not so bad. This part was kind of like one of those yeesh moments.
Okay.
Because I got bad news, babe. And she's like, what? The fire went out. So then all of a sudden, she's sitting in the dark. The fire's out. He's gone.
Right.
And then you start hearing growling in the woodline. I hate movies like that. I mean, I like it, but that's bone-chilling shit to me. There's always something about that got me. I guess back to my American Werewolf days when they're like looking in the dark and you hear the growling and you know it's there and you know it's on the loose.
Well, I mean, this was very, very scary because she suddenly gets attacked by a wolf puppet.
It sure. A wolf muppet.
That's wolf muppet, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Because it's pretty bad, but yeah.
Quite obvious. It's a muppet, yeah.
It would have shredded her.
Oh, yeah,
as
easily.
Weak as she was and fucked up, yeah.
Yeah, she's bleeding out everywhere.
But she's sitting there holding it off. She's got it by the throat, trying to hold it off from killing her and ripping her throat out. And all of a sudden you hear, kapow! And, you know, you hear the typical wolf. But yet there's no wolf carcass.
No.
There's no wolf carcass. The wolf is gone. And then, like I said, that's when the 3 rednecks enter. We can't miss that part because that was important.
Now, I do want to say also, I made a mistake a couple weeks ago when I said that was the worst acting. This scene here between the 3 of them and her is literally the worst piece of acting put on film in the history of mankind. Worst.
Damn. And we've seen some real crappers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what happens then is these 3 rednecks, they get her out of the trap, but they don't take the damn thing off her foot. They actually leave it on her leg to keep her hobbled.
That's fishy.
And they drag her fucking ass back to their car, and they actually take her back to the cabin where they eventually do remove it, and then they put bandages on her legs, but yet they don't hurt her. They all go to sleep. You know, they've got this little cabin, but then she was going to walk to another cabin when they got her there, and they're like, nope, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Just go over here. So she falls asleep, wakes up the next morning, legs all fucked up, but it's bandaged now.
Right.
She gets up, everybody's asleep. So she wanders out and goes to the other barn where, yep, you guessed it.
Who's there?
Mikey. And he's all fucked up. There's blood splatters on the plastic all around him and stuff. They've been beating this dude up forever because it turns out these 3 sadistic pricks like to kill things slowly. They don't like things to die fast.
Well, they also like to hunt people.
And they like to hunt people, which comes into play here shortly. Now it becomes a, what happens is because she goes out to the car because their car is now there, and she's rummaging through it trying to find the keys. And, of course, here comes redneck number 1, scampering up like an idiot. And grabs her and stuff like that. Instead of just taking the fuck off when you were out of the house, you got to stand there. Horror intelligence is ignorant.
Yes, it is.
But now it becomes, if anybody's ever seen the movie Surviving the Game, it basically becomes that. They tell her, we're going to let you go. You got a half-hour head start. You go anywhere you want, but then we're going to come find you, and then we're going to kill you. Slow.
Yep.
I mean, that's evil as shit. So I was like, damn. I was like, another ripoff? I mean, we've had, 2 movies that were Predator ripoffs lately, or Predator-ish ripoff.
Right.
And then now we've got one that's ripping off Surviving the Game, which I actually thought was an outstanding movie, by the way. Now, he doesn't even have... What's funny is, I got this down... This is so funny because after she gets going, the idiot redneck with the long beard, I just named him Redneck 1, 2, and 3. I named him Redneck 3 because he didn't even speak.
All right.
He actually grabs a hold of her because she's hiding behind a tree. And this is where we come in at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
And her hobbling through the woods, and he attacks her, puts her on the ground, and he's choking her. But if you look closely, he's wrenching down on her, but his thumbs are all that's on her throat.
Yeah, I saw that.
His hands themselves are not wrapped on her throat. So, of course they're not going to really do it, but the angle was poor, and you could see the fact that his hands weren't actually there.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, oh, fuck, she's dead because you're watching, and she starts, she's actually choking out. You're like, oh, fuck. And all of a sudden, kablam! At 52:10, Ranger, I call him Ranger Rick, shoots Redneck 1 in the head for
kill 1.
And it was actually not bad.
No, it's okay.
Blood splatter, good blood effect. He just drops like a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, hey, cool, man. He's actually going to make it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the Ranger's not in on it.
Yep. But unfortunately, this is when it starts to roll. Because now we're at 54 minutes now, and we've only got
6 minutes
8 minutes left, 6
yeah,
minutes
something
left.
like that.
So it's running out quick. So they get going, and they're heading back toward the car, and they hit a line on the ground, which is stupid. So stupid. They hit this little line on the ground, and the ranger's like, wait a minute, back up. And she's like, what? She says, I just think I set off a trap. And all of a sudden, he gets this thing. I don't even know what the fuck it was.
I think it's supposed to be a tree, I think.
It looked like a marshmallow tree stretched into a spear.
Yeah, it did.
That sounds stupid, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a tree, but it's not even.
But at 54-55, we get
Kill 2.
And poor Ranger Rick takes this damn Rice Krispie
tree
dick through the gut. Because it looks like a big dick.
But like he didn't even like cross the line. The line wasn't broken, so it didn't set anything off.
And I'm sitting there going, come on, really? Yeah. I said, that was lame.
It is lame.
But it's okay. She gets away. But the thing is, Redneck 2 catches up with her, and they start scuffling about. And at 58-35, she Negans that son of a bitch with a big-ass rock for
Kill 3.
And that was actually good. Because it showed that head getting pummeled in the hamburger.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really
That's where the
good
hamburger comes in.
Hell yeah. I was like, excellent. And then, I mean, immediately, the other one, Redneck 3, shows up, and they start scuffling in the woods again, and she actually attacks him with a stick.
Yep.
Jabs him in the leg. Or actually, that was Redneck 2.
That's Redneck 2, yeah.
Yeah, before she smashed his head with a rock. My apologies. I got that wrong.
That's all right.
But then Redneck 3 shows up.
No, Redneck 3 is dead already.
Redneck
1, yeah.
They're the leader, I guess. The only one with all of his teeth.
Yeah. She knocks his ass into the trap.
That's it.
Gets it on
she
his
starts
head.
fighting with him, and he lands it, and he fights on his trap. But he doesn't die at that moment.
No.
But I did count it as a kill. At 1 hour exactly, we get
Kill 3. Kill 4.
Yeah, 4. Hey, extra kill bonus. Who cares? But what's cool is a wolf comes in.
No. A wolf puppet.
Okay,
It's a
wolf muppet.
Yes, thank you.
A wolf muppet comes in off screen and grabs him by the leg and is dragging him off and kills his ass.
Yep.
So that's great.
Or gums him to death.
Now the corny music ensues, as I call it, and it's all this happy-go-lucky, like the end of Poltergeist. La, 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 la.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just all happy-go-lucky. And she's walking to the car to call for help, and then she grabs the damn microphone or the little squawker and just goes, help.
And that's it.
All she says is help, or I need help.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then she just kind of collapses into her own self and just kind of laying there, and the credits roll.
End of movie.
Yeah, and it's another one. They waited 50 fucking minutes of an hour movie to get all the kills in.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, why do you do that? That's really aggravating to me.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Now, the mid-credit is still, they have a mid-credit scene which makes no sense. And I'm thinking that maybe she was still caught in a trap and just hallucinating the whole thing. Because at about, about 2 or 3 minutes into the credits, it just flashes and she sits up and she screams, and she's still dirty, and out in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like she's still but then it ends. It's just a real quick. She sits up, screams, and it's over with. And you're like, the fuck was that for? Yeah. Then the rest of the credits roll, and that's it.
Makes no fucking sense.
None. All right, my brother. You got any other notes?
That's it, man. You got it.
All right, man.
Got
what
it.
do you think, man? What's your rundown?
Well, this legitimately was the worst acting I've ever seen in my fucking life. The worst.
Yeah, it was pretty lousy.
It was slow. It was boring. But it did have kills.
It did.
I love the Wolf Muppet. It was fantastic. I loved it so much.
I love that.
Because of that, because it had kills, didn't have any RTs, but it had kills, and it had a Wolf Muppet, and it had Larry, Daryl, and Daryl, I am giving it a red turd.
Red turd. So it barely survived in your book.
Yes, watch it once for free on Tubi right now.
There you go.
What about you, bud?
While it's free. All right. Same here. Acting was cookie cutter, poor, didn't enjoy it. I mean, it was, The girl was kind of semi-hot, but very stupid. Should have left when she did.
Real down.
Predictable script.
Oh, yeah.
Or predictable story, should I say.
Right.
It just went down just like, oh, good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
The only good pleasant surprise was the Ranger turned out to actually be a good guy until he took the Rice Krispie dick through the gut.
To the gut, yeah. That's a terrible way to die, is Rice Krispie.
That sucked. I was like, damn it.
I know.
But overall, I thought it was decent enough. I gave it a black turd,
Oh,
which is
interesting.
the nicked an artery. So you're bleeding pretty bad, but if you drink some alcohol, you'll survive this one.
This is a red box one.
Yeah, this is maybe red box, but if you can get it for free, that's the way to go. Because right now this one's on Tubi, or actually this one's on Prime.
Yeah,
This is on Prime for free.
But if it's not on for free and you can red box it, then you say red box it.
But that's pretty much it, man.
Cool, man.
There's not much else to it. But, okay, folks. So if, once again, if you'd be so kind to support us, if you can, you go to www.patreon.com/whatthesuck. We have the one level, $7. It gets you everything.
It's real cheap. You get a lot of stuff for real cheap.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't think we have a movie picked out for next week, but
Nope, not yet.
we'll get one pretty soon. But
Yeah.
until then, this is Chris, and I'll see y'all at the next Shitfest.
And this is James. If it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit.
Thank you.